thank you now for this time when you come and participate in this government work here tonight. Let us all try to please and honor your precious and holy name, even through this by our conduct and our actions and our attitude. Thank you for the freedom to come here. Thank you for this celebration of what we're doing tonight. I ask in a special way that you be with the sick and afflicted in this community, especially going into Thanksgiving, that we might be able to help somebody. Ask in thy precious name. Amen.
Amen. Amen. If you would remain standing, you will sing the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That's the way it should be. One nation under God.
That's right. Absolutely.
Kind of like the Lord's Prayer.
Y'all sung it the way we talk.
She normally calls me if she...
Well, the Lord's Prayer should be, thy will be done on earth instead of thy will be done on earth.
Keeping us afloat.
Not having the
What kind of fun about that?
Thank you, ma'am.
Just 1 minute.
Back
Mayor.
here, Brenda. Back here, mine.
Do what? Mine what?
I got a little envelope with my...
No.
You don't have one?
You don't have one?
Greg got one.
And
That
you,
goes in my
well,
retirement
Greg
fund.
does something for us.
Oh, listen to this.
You may think you run the town, but you don't.
Oh, I don't want to.
Okay.
You want me to say another prayer?
I think you're gonna have to.
Yeah, because the first one didn't take
You
it.
done gave me a hard enough time at the
Need your help
restaurant.
now.
Did you leave a tip?
Yeah, a little one.
And this is my friend up here that's doing this.
We had to go,
Okay,
they
if
had
you
to
would,
go
if
to
you
Gulf Shores.
have cell phones with you, please mute them or turn them off, please.
Well, I've got it here somewhere, I just don't know where it is.
All right.
There you go. There you go. I'll give them back to me before.
There you go. All right. I'll go ahead and call this meeting to order. And Brenda, if you would, call the roll, please.
On the road, okay? Okay, we've got Mayor,
Here.
Myrtle. Here. Eugene,
Here.
Brenda Lowe. Floyd.
Yep.
Steve.
Here.
You have a quorum, Mayor.
All right, thank you.
She's in Texas.
All right, we will open up the floor after we conduct our business to any comments or questions that you may have. First up, reading of the minutes. Do we have minutes from the last meeting or just the public hearing?
No, I've got last meeting, I just haven't been here long enough to hand them out.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll read them while you. Thank you. Just get me.
Thank you.
I ate too much supper when they finally got my fish out of the shrimp out of the water.
Okay.
Okay. The town council meeting of, oh, yeah, they don't need that. Of October the 13th, 2014, the meeting was called to order by Mayor Self at 7 p.m. The invocation was given by Mr. Don Hagel. The Pledge of Allegiance was given by all in attendance. Call to order. Roll call. Mayor Self, Councilors Myrtle Van Cleet, Eugene Kiley, Floyd Philpott, and Steve Brewer. Welcome to the public in attendance. Please mute or turn off cell phones during the meeting. The minutes of the September 8th meeting were read. A motion to accept the minutes by Floyd, seconded by Eugene. Motion carried. Financial reports given, a motion to accept the reports was given by Steve and seconded by Eugene. Motion carried. The notice of the public hearing will be held on November the 3rd at 7 p.m. and will be advertised in the Banner Herald on October 3rd, 10th, 17th, and 24th editions. There being no further business, a motion to adjourn by Myrtle, seconded by Eugene. Motion carried. Respectfully submitted by Brenda Philpotts, Town Clerk.
The only thing I see that needs to be added would be in the roll call, and the fact that, absent Brenda Lowe.
Something, oh, that Brenda was absent?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put it in.
And,
I knew she was absent last time, but I didn't think to put it on there.
okay, and the notice of public hearing, at 7 p.m. Let's see if we can put a space in there.
Oh, between the PM and the and?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, any other changes or corrections? All right, do we have a motion to accept this with corrections?
I'll make a motion.
I second.
All in favor? All right,
Just one minute.
It sounds.
Floyd made the motion and Steve seconded it.
Floyd and Steve, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, we've got the minutes of the public hearing meeting. The solid waste management plan change, public hearing, held at the County Line Town Hall on Monday, November the 3rd, 2014. The public hearing was called to order by Mayor Self at 7 p.m. Council roll call. The mayor and councilors Myrtle Van Fleet, Eugene Kiley, Floyd Philpott, and Steve Brewer were present tonight. Brenda Thomas Lowe was absent. A welcome to the public in attendance. The public hearing was held to receive public comments on the Town of County Lines 2014 Solid Waste Management Plan revisions. Celeste pronounce her name? Lockenmeyer of Engineering Service Associates Incorporated briefed those present at the hearing on the proposed revisions to the plan. No public comments were received or submitted, and the hearing officially ended at 7:12. Motion to adjourn made by Steve Brewer and seconded by Eugene Kiley. Motion carried. The public hearing was adjourned.
Any comments or corrections?
Nope.
All right, do we have a motion to accept?
Make a motion, we accept it.
I'll second.
All right, and all in favor? Motion carried.
Okay. Okay, we have a resolution number, I think it's resolution number 3.
Well, first off, do we have the financial, we have no financial reports tonight. We'll have to review those at the next meeting.
Okay.
Reports of standing committees, none. Reports of special committees, none. And reports of officer. I would like to read briefly from an article from the Blount County that appeared in the October 22nd edition from the county commission meeting. The commission also adopted a resolution to assume responsibility for maintenance of existing public roads within the municipality of County Line.
All right.
With the exception of the Green Acres subdivision, Industrial Center Road, and Commercial Drive.
Where's commercial drive?
As done the Blount County Industrial Park area.
Oh,
Those are considered private roads, are they not?
Pardon me?
Are they private roads?
No, they don't put in it for 97.
No.
Oh, okay, excuse me, my bad.
The county stipulated it is not accepting ownership or liability for the roads, but in exchange, the town will remit monthly to the county all gasoline taxes and other revenue designated for road maintenance received from the state of Alabama, which is only fair.
Where is that supposed to start?
Hmm?
When is that supposed to start?
Is in effect now.
Okay. So she's got to send the next money up there, does it?
Right, and one of the things that we have to do is our existing funds need to be looked at and a portion of them submitted to the county. But we have to determine what percentage of our road funds is Blount County
Yeah.
and which is Jefferson County. So that we only give up what the
Blount County.
percentage that belongs to Blount County.
Well, I've got all of the, paperwork where they send a check,
Okay,
and they break it down to, they show you what came from Jefferson and what came from
Okay.
Blount. So all I
It'll be
have
easy
to do
enough.
is go through those and total them up. So, but when do you want to begin to,
well, we need to
calculate.
start now.
now,
I
not
mean-
before?
And they've already accepted responsibility,
Okay,
so we're obligated to, start now.
okay, start now, so we don't have to go back the,
Well, we do need to look at our past receipts, because what money we have in the accounts that would have been proportioned for Blount County, we need to turn that over to them,
okay,
to Blount County.
okay, for just this year, or this,
Well, we need to determine the percentage,
okay,
and then we can work from
figure it
there,
out, okay,
okay?
okay.
And if anybody would like to see the full article, I'll leave it up here on the table for you. Okay. Any questions or comments about the roads?
No, I'm so glad they took
Oh,
responsibility.
me
Yes.
too, I'm really
Okay.
glad.
All right, resolutions, ordinances, and other business. We have a resolution to consider tonight. And you said there's gonna be three,
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
uh,
We've had a lot of
2014
resolutions this year.
-3. All right,
You gonna read it?
yeah, I'll go ahead and read it. It says a resolution of the town of County Line, Alabama, resolution number 2014-3. Whereas the town of County Line, Alabama wishes to revise a county line solid waste management plan, SWMP. And whereas County Line has retained the engineering firm of Engineering Services Associates Incorporated to prepare the requested 2014 solid waste management plan revisions, and has conducted a public hearing preceded by the required public comment period to solicit input, and has consolidated citizens' comments and concerns, if any, into the development of the solid waste management plan revisions. And whereas the County Line 2014 solid waste management plan revisions must be adopted through a resolution by the town council before its submission to the Alabama Department of Environmental Management. Now it is therefore hereby resolved that the town council of the town of County Line, Alabama approves and adopts the County Line 2014 solid waste management plan revisions, and that these revisions will remain in effect until the dissolution of the County Line solid waste management plan, which will occur upon the Blount County Commission's adoption of their newly updated Blount County solid waste management plan. At that time, the town of County Line will be included and covered by the Blount County solid waste management plan. Passed and adopted this 10th day of November 2014 in an open meeting at the Town Hall of the town of County Line, Alabama.
Has everybody got a copy of that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, we just need one of them, everybody to sign.
Right.
Well,
Well, any questions or
Yeah,
comments?
go ahead.
All right. And do we have a motion to consider on first reading?
I'll make a motion, we accept it on first reading.
I accept it. I second it.
All in favor? All right,
Unanimous.
unanimous for the motion to consider on first reading.
Okay.
All right, now do we have a motion to accept this resolution?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Anybody else ready to?
All right, let's say, we'll have a roll call vote for this.
Okay.
Okay, we need a roll call vote.
Yes, ma'am.
Arthur Self, Mayor.
Yes.
Myrtle Van Cleet, Council Member, Place Number 1.
Yes.
Eugene Kiley, Council Member, Place 2.
Yes.
Brenda Thomas Lowe is absent. Floyd Philpott, Council Member, Place 4.
Yes.
Steve Brewer, Council Member, Place 5.
Yes.
Sworn to and attested this the 10th day of November 2014.
And if you would, if you had a pen, go ahead and sign yours and pass it down. I'll swap copies with you.
Greg, do you want a copy of this?
Yeah, one that's signed.
The sign after, that's what I was gonna get
One
at.
signed.
Yeah, you gotta sign.
Here, you know.
All right, I'll tell you what,
have
go ahead
this
and sign that
There you
one.
go.
This one.
Yeah, because we got the number written at the top.
Are you signing another one for Greg?
Yes.
No, you might.
No, I can make a copy for him.
And,
What, we have to wait till it gets signed? Yeah,
just, you gotta sign it, notarize it.
and
then,
notarize it, and then we'll sign, then we'll copy it.
You got a notary seal up here?
Yeah,
Okay.
what you think?
I just wanted to know if you had it.
I think that
We're
shrimp.
prepared tonight, I think.
You think that shrimp swimming around in my head? They made so much fun of us up there trying to eat, get some food. Yeah, we thought we was gonna have to go to the beach to get it. But it sure was good. Louis, where are you?
What's that?
You always go up there on Thursday and get shrimp, but if you wanna get some good shrimp, you go up there and order it off the menu. It's better than that popcorn stuff. You just have to wait for them to go to Florida and get it. At least that's what Don told me.
He would know.
Brenda,
Go get the potato to bake.
Thanks, sir. Okay, for Brenda Thomas, I just put absent, nothing, just nothing.
Just leave it,
Okay. And this is the 10th day.
yes. All right. All right, while you were doing that, Brenda, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce this next piece.
Okay,
The next piece is the annexation agreement. This is an annexation agreement with Drummond Coal Company, or Drummond Energy, however it's phrased. The Drummond Company, to annex some property into the town limits of County Line. What this agreement basically says is that they don't want to pay any taxes for 5 years. Which, I mean, that's the property tax. They would be exempt from the 5 mil property tax that we have in effect, and any other taxes that we might have imposed in the next 5 years, they are exempt from they
Where,
want to be exempt
where's
from.
this property gonna be?
It's gonna be south, it's Jefferson County. This little triangle right here is in the town and county line.
That little triangle?
Well, that is already in the town and county line.
Okay,
But they're going to look to annex all this property.
all this right here?
Yep.
What about this pink?
That's, I believe that's also included.
That's
It's
included?
just, yeah, it's just the way it printed out, where all the
What is this thing?
highlighted.
Oh, shut up.
It's, definitely all the yellow, and I believe it was these pink,
Okay,
anyway, that's basically what this agreement says.
okay.
Is that, we won't tax them for 5 years, but beginning the 6th year, then we can start imposing the property tax on their land.
Okay.
Now, the purpose of this is to annex their property in so that we have access to annex additional property beyond their borders. Getting us closer to, and if not, all the way to Highway 79.
Okay. I'm for it.
And one of the parcels that they want to annex into county line is already zoned for strip mining, and a gentleman wants to mine it. And by annexing it in the town of county line, he is offering $1 a ton for the coal that's mined, pay royalties to the town.
Oh, that's good.
That's the motivation behind
Where
this.
is the,
Pardon me?
where's the property he wants to strip mine?
It's in Jefferson County.
Oh,
I don't have it exactly here, but it's in Jefferson County.
okay.
What is it? What is the first road?
Bethel Road.
Bethel Road, right across from
Mhm.
the church down there.
Okay.
Well, it crosses, we would cross Bethel Road and go down a couple of sections into that lower, past Bethel Road.
Are we ready to talk now, or we're gonna wait till discussion?
Well, we're just considering the agreement for annexation. We're not annexing anything yet. But this is just to consider an agreement with Drummond Coal Company to annex their property.
I'm for taking. I'm not taking, take it in. Take it in. That's what I'm for.
Okay? All right.
Is anybody opposed to it? Nobody? I don't see nobody opposed to it.
Well, at this point in time, I don't have a complete picture of the property that they want to, beyond the Drummond property. But I know exactly, I know this section of land that the man wants to annex in. And he's telling me that there's more land that more owners want to come into town with his annexation. That would give us a footprint on Highway 79. Highway 79 footprint may not mean a whole lot today, but in 10 years or longer, when the Northern Beltway makes its ways through, it could be very important to us in the town. So,
Is the property adjacent to what John David Calvert has already leased?
no. Nope.
That was our only concern.
Yeah, no, it completely skirts around John David's property. No.
Well, if you don't annex it, Dallas Cephalon is gonna come on
Yeah.
down there and get it.
Well, this was also proposed to Trafford. Trafford backed out on it.
Yeah, no. But you also have access, you're gonna have access to that, treatment plant that the town would have the opportunity to maybe purchase and
Did
do
it,
something
well,
with.
speak up and tell me what it was again, so we
They,
can.
What?
Speak up so that.
The county's already
get it
mentioned
on
that
the
to us.
tape.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, your comment,
Oh,
speak up a little bit, cause on the
what'd I say?
thing, it doesn't.
Treatment plant.
But anyway, the treatment plant, there is a underutilized treatment plant down there that's costing the county, I
Would
don't know how much.
will this come up to that treatment plant?
Not yet. We don't have the property, no property in that area has been approached at this point. Everything that we're looking at right now with this agreement is in Jefferson County and going south. With the annexation of the proposed annexation
What
of this property.
What kind of roads do we have in that area?
In Jefferson County, they put a good roads right now.
Yeah, we will
Yeah.
cross Bethel, about 100 feet of Bethel Road. We may have to, since we're annexing it, we would become responsible for it. But I think that's it. Bethel, well, I have to look a little bit closer. But, anyway, that's the purpose, that's the reason behind this. And
Well, Mayor, I'm gonna tell you something, you've always done a good job, and you've done an excellent way of screening everything, and if it's sellable to you, it's okay with us.
Yeah, I agree with.
well,
You're 100% into what you're doing, and I thank God for that.
Yep.
I appreciate that. Yeah, you know, bottom line is, this man's out to make money. I understand that. But we're also needing to increase our income.
Yep.
And if the land is already zoned by Jefferson County for strip mining, let's annex it in.
I'll take you. I'm for it.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Mayor, I know for the fact that guy been trying to get permits and everything from Jefferson County. He's got some by now, but he's been trying for about 5 years to get where he can strip that piece of land. And I don't see no reason why the town shouldn't go ahead and
Yeah.
do with that, because if he's willing to give $1 a ton, that just puts him that much closer to opening it up.
Okay, I know where it is now. I'm in the right church with the wrong pew. I'm headed toward okay.
That's
That's the one, when they, Calvert and Marsh stripped Calvert and
Right.
Youngblood, those people wouldn't let them strip their
Right.
20.
That's
And that's
it.
that block of coal right there on the right
That
by, if you go down Bedford Road.
John's Larry Limbo's property. He sold some of them not too long ago.
I think that's a general area, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
All right, wait for it.
But anyway, that's what this agreement right now is just,
Come down and dig gold for a living.
agreeing
$1 a
to
ton.
Drummond Coal Company's demands for annexation,
I'm
to allow
for
the property to be annexed in. And like I said, for 5 years, we can't tax them, but after that, it's taxable.
Another
it.
thing,
But he's gotta pay us $1 a ton.
The man that wants out, any coal that's taken out of the ground, will pay us $1 a ton.
All right, I'm for it.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, sir.
that coal in that run, they went from 42 to 54 inches deep.
It's
And
3
it-
seams.
Huh?
3 seams.
There's 3 seams of coal, I know in that, cause I tested it several years ago.
Mhm.
And another reason why that needs to be in it, that would help the man with the permit wise to strip it. Cause he could come down here and request a permit from y'all, then he wouldn't have to really go through a lot of heartaches for Jefferson County.
But also, like I said, it does open us up to property along Highway 79. If nothing else, it puts Highway 79 within our police jurisdiction if we annex that property in, which would encompass Melvin's and Carl's. So that if we do start providing a service, then we could start reaping the benefits of taxes from those stores.
All right, I'm for it.
So,
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Every rose has its thorns. What are the thorns in this that we're,
my concern, honestly, my concern is the people around the property is gonna be annexed in. And Greg has brought something to my attention that we're going to negotiate with, is the fact that mining is not gonna be a 24-hour-a-day mine. So it should be a daylight, mining only.
And they can also put one of your negotiating things is a size, is it seismometer? Is that
Yeah,
what
what?
it is? Seismometer to,
Right.
to record the intensity of the blast.
Mhm.
And then they'll go around and get their liability, purchase liability, they'll handle that. The strip mine company.
Once y'all, if y'all impose like a license, which that's part of getting the revenue anyway, that way it gives them open door to go around each house. So,
Did they do that to y'all?
did they
Did
come
they ever
around
come
y'all
in?
in Green Acres?
No,
Yeah, they did my house.
They did mine.
They did mine.
no, not ours.
I
Like
didn't
it
sell,
was,
I
but-
didn't sell.
This is what it was, they pay up front, then you never have a case against them.
They pay your liability up
Right,
front.
right up front. You can sign the document that you're gonna get the money for the damages, that you don't know for sure. But if you took the money right then, you're out of the picture for any kind of damage they do.
they came to our house too.
I don't think they
But,
did.
you know,
Y'all
before
weren't in
any
the radius
agreement
of the
is
strip
done,
mine.
Huh?
Murder wise, it's in a
I
certain
wanna make
mile
sure
radius of the.
we are represented,
Oh,
legal representation. I'm not gonna go into this by myself.
But the roads, to get as far as Bethel Road, it's got a good base under it, I know for a fact. It's got anywhere from 6 to 8 inches of, asphalt under it,
Mhm.
so I know you don't have to worry about that.
It'll hold up.
It'll hold up a while.
Well, anyway, that is the sole purpose behind this.
I'm for it.
And, I just need the council's permission to sign this.
I'm for it.
we know
Do we
what you're for.
Have a motion?
I make a motion that we accept this annexation.
I second. But, Mr. Mayor, are they gonna
Yes,
do a
sir.
separate petition for annexation that has a legal description? Has that been discussed with them already?
No, that has not been provided. This agreement to the annexation was the first step. And, but I needed to bring this to the council first.
But you will get a co-royalty, you will get a dollar royalty, correct?
That's what it's
$1 a ton.
Dollar ton.
Yeah. And,
Craig, would you like my copy?
anyway, there's,
Oh, I was gonna give it to him. That's okay, you can have that. He's gotta have everything we got, so
What
he
is
knows
the
what we're
estimate
doing.
of the tonnage that's there?
on the initial block of land, conservatives, he said 250,000 tons. But I don't know whether that's a year or for the entire property.
I did have a chart to tell you how much coal would be under an acre, and I've misplaced it, but there's some good coal under there. But you got to look at it also. Obama shutting down all the strip pits around here. John was also laying off, I know for a fact, I got kinfolks work with him. But maybe things will change in the next few months, you know,
Mm.
where they go back to
Well,
get
that's
coal.
gonna be good coal, Mac, that high
That's-
bituminous coal.
You got 3 seams, you got the Leak Creek, Jefferson, and Black Creek. Some of it's steam coal, some of it's coking coal, and some of it's just coal. But the Black Creek is a coking coal, Eugene can tell you that. The Jefferson is a very good steam coal. The Leak Creek, anybody can buy that and do what they want to with it. So you got 3 good aspects of getting a lot of royalty right there. And you take, if it's 48 inches thick, you take a 100 square feet, you can figure out how many tons come out of it.
Black Creek coal sells for a premium.
Well, here a while back, it got up to about $500 a
Oh,
ton.
gosh.
Well,
Even on the reclamation, I mean, on the mining part though, for me, there's a concern about reclamation.
Yeah, and we did, I have talked to him, the gentleman about that, and he has a bond that he has to purchase to guarantee that the land will be reclaimed.
MSHA gets in him after that, when they start that. Well, MSHA will be in him when he starts the mine,
Mhm.
and they're a lot stricter than OSHA is.
Who'd you say, but Gene?
MSHA?
Yeah.
MSHA mining, it's government. They're strict.
In
They'll
fact,
make him put the land back like it was.
In fact, if you was to go over there like you represent the town, you wouldn't go up beyond the gate unless you had a hard hat, vest, hard toe shoes, or anything. That's how strict these safety people are. Cause I learned that when I was driving the truck.
All right, we had a motion and a second,
Mhm.
and all in favor? Okay, so we will execute this agreement. All right. At the next meeting, I'm gonna try to have a better map of all the property that's going to be involved. And maybe even get the gentleman to come and do a presentation on the property that, to be annexed. I know Drummond will be one annexation, and then the second group of annexations will be taking place after that. But it's gotta start somewhere.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions, comments, other business?
Greg, do you need a copy of this one signed and sealed and all that, or you just,
No, ma'am, this
oh, okay. Just check.
All right, questions or comments?
I would like to offer up my personal appreciation to you, Buddy, for what you've done to get in there and dig and study and everything that you did to help us to get this dump stopped. All of us who live right there next door to it, like you do, are all appreciative of it, and I'm just thankful that we had a mayor that would get in there and work hard for us. And I know you get a pittance for a pay for it, but I just appreciate you and all that you've done to help us to get this thing stopped. And
Thank you.
You
Yeah,
know, everybody.
everybody says good.
You've just been the best. We
I
couldn't
shudder
ask
to
for
think what would have happened if
Oh,
we
me
hadn't
too.
had you at the helm of the town, really.
I think Sue too, we didn't even know it was coming
Yeah.
till she
Yeah.
told us.
She stood in my living room about 3.5 years ago and said, "You know that they're gonna put a dump right there, don't you?" And I said, "No."
Carol said, no. Who are you?
And
Well,
so
and we-
that's where it
we
all
certainly-
started, was in my living room.
Well, and we can never thank Sue enough for
No,
spreading the
no.
word.
Well, you're certainly welcome, but I did not do it alone, contrary to popular belief.
Well,
Don't get the big head.
You
but
began,
had
you were
you not
there,
said something,
you were there and you backed it, you got the stuff to back us up all the way and
And found all the information.
pull our fat out of the fire
Yeah.
many times.
Yeah.
They put gas in it.
It was a
And
concerted effort.
Anybody else, and we would have a dump
Yes,
in our
yes,
neighborhood.
It was well on the way.
Really.
Oh,
I
it was
appreciate
really
this man
close.
sitting next
And
to
that
me
was just
too,
think that was
because we
50
didn't know it
cents
being
a ton.
locked in there,
Twice,
and we
right.
gotta lick our calf over.
yeah,
Right.
It's done.
Thank you for that.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
And that, and Greg for the, going to the county about the roads, I mean,
Yes.
I don't know
Yes.
what we would
He
have
has
done
been a
if we hadn't.
blessing to get
If
on
we
board
hadn't
with
found
this.
him. I have a question though. Myrtle brought some, not Myrtle, you're Myrtle, that's Carol. Tonight about, he can't help us with the dump. I mean, we don't have a dump, it's not coming
Yeah.
anymore. Cause he's now the town attorney. Is that right? That he is It would be a conflict of interest if he had anything to do with
Yeah,
the dump.
he can, if I understand it correctly, he cannot represent the No New County Line Dump Group, because it would be a conflict of interest,
Oh.
because he's the town attorney.
I think it would be
If I
best,
if I understand it correctly, that's what I was saying.
I will continue to represent, that's no problem. I just ain't got my shingle.
Even though we'd like for him to,
Yeah.
he just can't.
we got
Well,
him first.
she kept us focused and she kept us busy and she kept us raising money and all that kind of stuff, so. We
Alright.
all did it, but she was the leader of the pack.
All right. Any
I'd
other
like to say
questions?
thank you, Mr. Mayor, for you and that lawyer, pinning and Blunt County down. I think it's a shame to have to pin them down like that to keep up the road going by federal and state law they owned anyway.
To make them admit it, to make
Huh?
them.
Yeah, to make it come.
Everyone needs a little reminding from time to time.
Yeah, I've been in that situation working in Jefferson County, but I do appreciate y'all doing that. I was gonna ask you for a speed limit sign down there, but since I'll call the commission, and,
Yeah.
I got a few words for him anyway.
And, as Commissioner Strickland has said in the past, in our discussions especially, Coppersville may not see immediate improvements. Hopefully they're gonna get down there with Motrin.
I sure hope so.
Yeah,
Just scratches a car.
and
It's terrible.
I
It's
know
terrible.
that Coppersville is on his radar, and it may be next year, in next year's budget. I don't think he's gonna be able to do it this year.
In your crystal ball, do you think he'll come down there and widen that road eventually?
Well, I know as we've had discussion about the underground utilities, the water line's gonna have to be moved, if the road is widened. Utility poles are gonna have to be moved.
Does that water line go down the middle of the road?
Yes, some places it does, but they don't have to move the water line. They can put compaction on it so deep they won't bother it, 'cause I tell you right now, there's some water lines here local that we compacted it and it's still holding. They don't have to move the water line.
Yeah, it would be best to move it.
Right, but they don't have to.
And they, the commission, or at least Judge Green, may have some bargaining power with Birmingham Water Works for them to move it.
But
Right.
since the school bus goes up and down that road, that's a big, in our corner.
Yeah.
That we need to
I
remind
mean,
them.
it's, like I said, you may not see any improvements in the short term, but I know that in the long term, they are going to do something with Coppersville.
He sat right here about a year ago and said that he put it in his budget for this year to do something about it. And I confronted him about it at one of the meetings I went to, and he kinda wanted to backpedal on it a little bit.
Well, that was when we were trying to work out an agreement.
Mhm.
But we never would agree on anything,
Right.
because I kept telling him, I cannot agree to something that I don't believe is my responsibility. And so, I mean, we did have to take some extra steps, but we got the result that we wanted. It just took
Appreciate
a
it.
little longer than I really wanted it to, but it's done. All right.
Well, for me, it's, now we can see the light in the tunnel and it's not an oncoming train.
Yeah.
Or a school bus coming
Yeah.
down Coppersville.
Well, that may still be. As a matter of fact, it comes through twice a day.
All right.
My boys own it.
Mhm.
All of this could have been handled years ago if
You're right, Carol.
they had wanted to.
Well,
You're right.
Now, this is a whole new day. We
And your
move on.
road wouldn't be like a rub board.
I don't really care what happened in the past. We know that what we got done today,
Gotta go forward.
we've done what we, set out to do.
And should have been done.
Years
So-
ago. Years ago.
All right.
Anything after this is great.
Yeah, I'm just looking for more income for the town. And trying to generate some more income. Retail or
Give us
some
a
other.
Dollar General, that's what we need, a Dollar General.
Well, we
they
would have
should
that.
have. But anyway, all right, any other questions or comments?
Mr. Mayor, on his, since the county's taking it over, do we have to, could you request a speed limit sign and no passing sign? Because if we had a lady pass right there, and Sue knows what I'm talking about, knows the woman, and she run up in Cecil's yard, went across here, it's a concrete driveway, come back up on the road because there's 2 drug addicts passing right there in front of the house. You know where I live. And that lady come over that little hill, she cut me off in Cecil's yard, back up and across his driveway, keep from hitting them.
Dodgeball from the 1st to the 14th.
The what?
Play dodgeball on that.
Yeah, from the 1st to about the 14th, it's a dodgeball.
Check that.
But you know,
We
I
can,
don't
we can request
understand
that, but,
Would you mind doing it?
Or you just read all this, has he got any opinions on it?
did you have anything about the agreement?
Well, the only thing was, what I told you earlier, Mayor, was maybe make sure it's
Stipulation.
daylight hours only, not continuous operation. I would probably, and we could probably talk to them about this, but make sure that maybe they're not hauled during school bus hours.
Mhm.
Is another
Yeah.
issue that you might wanna look at, but, a big help that you can probably add, they probably do it anyway, but maybe add something that they tarp all their loads so that you don't have.
That's what I mean.
That's a
Yeah.
DOT law.
State law, yeah.
In fact, DOT just passed a new ruling the other day. If they don't tarp coal, gravel, and something else, they can be fined up to $1,000.
Oh, well, they'll
That's
target.
been in the book.
I know it, but they enforce it now, yeah.
Sand and dirt both included in that.
Yeah.
And since there is prospective future annexations, the only issue I think we probably need to clear up is to make sure that the 5 years is not a rolling 5 years on the tax exempt.
Yeah.
So like if they somebody annexes in
Yeah.
3 years from now, they're not 5 years exempt.
Mhm.
That's a 5-year window.
As far as this agreement, is my understanding, is only with Drummond Co. Nobody else. This is to annex in Drummond Co. property, and they're the only ones that are being exempt from taxes.
Well, is that just gonna be a small section of Drummond Cove, or is it gonna be all of Drummond? 'Cause it-
There's gonna be
their
several,
property comes all
now
the way
there's,
up through here.
there's thousands of acres of Drummond, but it's going to be, kinda like that.
Just this section here.
Yeah, these, I believe these sections, I'm pretty sure that's Drummond, but I know these are. Anyway, that's just to get us down to annex more property in, down here, so.
Mr. Mayor, is that
But
not the
again-
property, is that not the property that joins where Calvert and Youngblood quit stripping years ago? I think that's the property that joins that, they, many acres back in there.
I don't know. I'm not familiar with that previous mine site. So,
It's right there in the same general area.
Yeah,
but like I said, I'll try to get some much better maps, so that, we'll post them up here on the walls, and so that everybody can take a look at it. But, nothing's annexed yet. This is just an agreement to annex, or laying some ground rules for Drummond to annex property. All right, any other questions or comments?
I don't know, y'all lost me while ago talking about how many inches and feet of coal.
Okay. All right,
Never been a coal mine.
I don't mean to be, pushy here, but let's don't lay the road business aside. Let's go to Blunt County's meetings and see if we can't give them a little push on getting our roads fixed. Dean's Ferry and Coppersville,
mhm.
cause I feel if we just let it be, then that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
So if we go to their meetings and, speak our minds, maybe we can help get this done.
When do they have their
Yeah, when do they have their meetings?
council meeting?
They have 2 meetings a month.
Yeah.
The big, have a work session
Yeah.
It's the Thursday before the Monday meeting. I think it's the third Monday of the month.
If they have their meeting.
That have
You
a
gotta
meeting.
go to Thursday to
The
call.
Thursday before. One thing you might consider, and one of the homeowners associations I work with, the Smoke Rise Homeowners Association, they designate in their officer elections each year a liaison, one person that is responsible for
goes.
going to every meeting
Okay.
and reports back to them. And so, you know, that, a lot of things go on in that work session that just
Doesn't get
gets,
the
that,
full.
well, it comes up just for a vote in the meeting. So, if you're gonna have someone there, you need to attend both. Now, the month of November, they don't have a work session, it's gonna have a general meeting on the 14th, and that's just to swear in the new the commissioners who were re-elected, and they'll have just a general, like an organizational meeting. They don't really usually do a lot of voting or taking up issues on that, but beginning in December, they'll have a work session. If you wanna get on the agenda to have something to speak or have a question, you can be on the agenda for the work session or for the general meeting. The county administrator, Zach Marsh, I think he makes the agenda up each month, probably with Judge Green, but you would want, you know, I know the town of Hayden usually has one or two representatives there, they try to be at every meeting. Some of the other municipalities do that, but I would encourage you to have someone there at every meeting just to observe.
For the work session, and you have to be the work session to get on
Well,
the
the most of the business takes place at the work
work
session.
session.
Yeah.
And that's where they kind of set the agenda for the meeting. So a lot of what is dealt with in the work session only comes up for a vote at the meeting.
Okay, because they've already
Yeah.
dealt with it.
Since she is of that area over there,
Who, Brenda,
Brenda, since Brenda's the councilman for that area up there, isn't she?
for Converseville.
They're, not really.
Not really?
No.
Okay. But y'all,
We don't have sections.
y'all have sections?
We're at large.
Yeah.
No. Let's see, the next business meeting's on the 8th of December, I believe. But that's also the same morning that the public hearing for Blount County Solid Waste Management Plan renewal is being held
The
at
8th
9
of
o'clock on
December.
the 8th.
And you supposed
I have to be there for that.
yeah, because you're on that.
I'm on it.
That
board.
committee, yeah,
Are
board.
these at nighttime or daytime? Meetings?
I don't know that I'll make the Thursday previous meeting prior to that, but I can certainly talk to Commissioner Strickland.
Is there nothing to prevent us from designating a representative for this company to go up there and visit our meetings and come back and report back to us?
Absolutely.
And if I could, Mayor, it doesn't have to be the same person every month. I mean, you could set up a schedule, like one person's gonna go this month and somebody else goes the next. Just as long as you have a representative there, I think it's important.
The meetings at night.
Oh, the commission meetings are on their daytime meetings.
Yeah, we're daytime meeting. So that makes it hard for me to make them,
All
Who do we have that's available?
And would be willing to go.
I can't go because
I know.
I get it confused, I get things confused. But I'd like for somebody to stand up and say, I'll go.
you.
What about that man right back there?
I can't, I work during the daytime, it's
Yeah.
just not possible for me to get away.
Sue can do it.
well,
Sue can
we
do it.
will,
Sue can do it.
Sue and Lucy. The Golden Girls, we can do it.
I'll try to talk Lucy.
we would
into going
appreciate
with
it, but,
Look at,
Well-
Hey,
how much bond will you go for? We'll be in trouble. The bond will be out.
Lawyers can't make bonds anymore. So,
You're glad of that too, aren't you?
I'll make her bond if she'll make
They took a
mine.
load off me when they did that too.
all right.
well, you could get Carol and Lucy and Sue and maybe me every once in a while. But I mean, they get me
Who
confused.
would go for it?
Well, that's something we need to work on, and, but,
think about
let's
it.
work on it,
Cause it would require somebody to be, you know, diligent and say, okay, I'm gonna do it,
Yeah.
be there, you know.
yeah, it's only, you know, in 18 months, maybe 18, 24 months, I'll be glad to do it.
Yeah.
But,
Well, we've
Not
just
before
been
then.
so, we've been so blessed and fortunate because of what we walked into and
Yeah.
what's come out now.
Okay, all right, let's go ahead and wrap up.
I make a motion that we adjourn.
Who made that motion?
I made it. She seconded it.
Steve seconded it?
Now,
Ms.
No?
Myrtle.
Myrtle. All right, I'm glad to write somebody's name beside the floor than Steve. Eugene got in here.
all in favor? The motion's carried. All right, meeting is adjourned. Thank you for coming.
And what time is